This is gonna be a love reading for Aries. We will see that the cards are showing a situation where one of you is being very suspicious. And from the spread, we can actually see that we are presented with one truth and one lie. At the top of the reading, we have two cards that are starting to show us what the situation is like and what is that it's initiating the whole situation. Five of Wands. We can see here that there is some kind of conflict and disagreement, but most of all there is some feeling of having to compete with someone else in order to have something that you shouldn't ask for. And in this situation, to me, this is talking about the fact that you or your partner currently is behaving in a way that makes you feel as if they were sharing their attention, maybe their love, maybe something more with someone else. And we can see here that this doubt, this situation, it's bringing a lot of conflict and maybe some jealousy as well. This is the card that talks about seeking new experiences, be playful, and we see their need or desire at this point in time to go out there and taking some risks, as if those new situations would make them feel more alive and would give them that spark and energy that the wands carry with themselves. And on the other side, we have somewhat a confirmation of this behavior that this person is having, the devil. And as you might know, this card talks about bad behaviors, addiction, and overall, it's showing someone that it's living in their shadow. And this is definitely telling us that there is something going on. And the main reason behind this, it's because whatever it is that they're attracted to, it's really tempting them. And in a way, they feel that they cannot control themselves. They explore this darker side of themselves, but we can see here that they're not proud of it. Although the pleasure and the things that are on the other end of this are still powerful enough to drag them in and bring them closer to them and away from you and from this relationship. But as we were saying earlier, the situation is completely in the dark. And as far as seeing one truth and one lie, we can immediately explore the two cards that are showing us the lie about the situation. Two of Pentacles. This is someone who's putting a lot of effort in order to balance something. And usually the two elements that they're trying to balance are the complete opposite of each other. And given the context, to me, what we see here is balancing the truth with the lies. And we can see them here sitting on that wall and trying to do their best in order to hide something. There is something they don't want you to know about. But this is such a delicate process that the slightest movement, the slightest mistake could actually tip the whole thing, letting the truth out. And we can see on the other side a little bit more about this situation up here that they're trying to hide, and a little bit more of the reasons behind it. Ace of Wands. As you can see in this card, we have a burst of energy coming out of the ground. This is something that it's very difficult to control. It's usually a very, very intense energy that boosts the willpower of whoever is going to receive this. All of a sudden, someone that maybe never thought they were gonna do certain things in their life, after they get this energy, they become bold. They almost become a version of themselves who's on steroids. They're not afraid of anything. They don't see obstacles anymore. They just really want to go for this thing that they see here, and they don't see anything around it. And in this case, in this context, we can see that this energy that they're attracted to, this person or thing they're spending time with, trying to hide it from you, it's really much just a quick flame. This is a spark, something super intense that will not last, but something powerful enough for them to risk to lose it all. And so keep this in mind whenever you analyze the situation. These two cards are showing us what the lie is. There is something going on that they're trying to hide, and it is initiated by this spark of energy or quick flame that we see right here. But there is something that they always say to you, they always repeat over and over, which at this point might seem as a lie, but it actually turns out to be the truth. Four of Cups. The first thing that we can see here is that there is some kind of apathy going on here. This is someone who's very passionate and very emotional towards something or someone, in this case towards you, but they always feel that they don't have enough of it. It's really never enough, and they never feel satisfied towards this thing or this person, and they always want more and more. And not having it, it's really making them feel as though the situation might never get better, maybe because they're not good enough, maybe because themselves, they think they are not worthy of being with someone like you, someone that we see they really do adore. And all these insecurities, I think, are taking them to seek that validation and that love, that attention more than love, somewhere else, where they know they are going to find it. And regardless of this frustration that they might have and that might have brought them to behave this way, what they feel for you is something that they never felt for anyone else, the lovers. This for me is a confirmation that this person is absolutely crazy about you, and even though they're behaving in a way that it's very destructive for the relationship itself, this is someone who doesn't want this relationship to end. I see this as being almost a cry for help, although it's not a justification, and the best way to deal with a situation like this would be to talk about it and to make the communication stronger and stronger. Instead, they decide to go for this shortcut, but what the cards are telling us is that it doesn't take anything away from the love that they have for you, which is strong, and it's destined to grow more and more every single day. In the extended reading, we will see more details about how they feel about you, why they're looking somewhere else, and where eventually the situation will lead to.